Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another beautiful day on the NerdCraft SMP. I am Maximan, your favorite cyborg pirate, and I'm here with another great episode for you this week. This week's episode is all about beautifying. So we are going to go around and we are going to make some of our random structures look a little bit nicer. We're going to practice those building skills that I wanted to do for this season, since in the past I have been mostly just a naked redstoner, leaving my contraptions with all the redstone showing. So this week we are going to try and fix some of those that are still kicking around. Also, it is time for the melon and pumpkin farm to die. I have reactivated it temporarily just so I can get a few melons and pumpkins built up, and then after that I am going to remove the entire thing just to help cut down on lag around here at my base. And remember, the NerdCraft SMP is still recruiting. If you want to join and you're a content creator, just send an email to nerdcraftsmp@gmail.com. Also, I would like to welcome our two new members. We have Apple Juice, we call her Apple, and Catzilla, we call her Cat. They have both joined the server in the last week, and I will make sure to link their channels, or in Apple Juice's case, it's her Twitch channel, in the description below so that you can check them out and see what they are up to on the NerdCraft SMP as well. Remember to like the video if you like it, and please subscribe if you haven't, because that is the cool thing to do. And now let's get into the episode.
So before I continue, I just want to say that we have a big announcement coming up for this Sunday. I know that in UK time it's going to be at 10 p.m. and here in Pacific time it's going to be at 2 p.m. And let's just roll the ad and I'll explain more about it afterwards.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
All right, so that is it. The purge is coming. So we're all gonna gather together. Well, the nerds that are available for it are gonna gather together on a stream this Sunday. That's 2 days from now. And we're all going to fight to the death for the prize money. So I hope you guys will join us live on streams at 2 p.m. Pacific or 10 p.m. in the UK. All right, so let's continue on with the video.
Okay, so the first order of business is we are going to remove this melon and pumpkin farm. It has been running for a while. I think I've got enough melons and pumpkins to last me as long as I will ever need. So it is time to get into a time lapse and remove this bad boy.
All right, there we go. That definitely adds some more room to what I've got to work with here, and B, just that one change looks like it took off some leg from the server. So hopefully I'll be able to do the same thing when I eventually remove these crop farms as well, because they are kind of redundant at this point. I don't need them at all. I just get all of my food from trading with villagers, so I don't even need this stuff at all. It was useful when I did need it at the beginning, but now it's been mostly just going into bone meal production, and I have multiple other sources for that, so these can eventually go too. But for now, that's definitely a step in the right direction. Should I remove these right now? Yeah, let's do it. Let's remove these right now. And there we have it. A massive open area where there used to be a bunch of farms. And I still have the little storage systems here and there, storing all the crops and pumpkins and stuff like that, but I can always dispose of those later. For now, I have lots and lots of everything, and some holes that are definitely going to need some patching in and lighting up and all that, but it leaves room now for me to begin the next phase of the video, which is this iron farm. It has been a massive eyesore above my base for far too long, and I want to do something about that. So maybe actually I'll remove my cocoa bean farm too, since I have more cocoa beans now than I'll ever know what to do with, and possibly even my chicken farm because of the same reasons. So I'll remove those. Definitely got to keep the sugarcane farm going because I need that for my rocket shop, and the iron farm I have to keep as well. So what I'm going to do is, after I remove that and that, I am going to build a castle-y structure all around this and see if I can tie it in with the designs that are part of this base here, so that it looks like a structure that's here and not just a random Minecraft farm. Maybe I'll even do the same with the creeper farm. Have some kind of castle-y tower going all the way up there and joining in with that. We'll see about that one. Okay, so let's get it done. Well, there we have at least the beginning of what's going to be the buildings surrounding the iron farm. So now, as you can see, it's like
very straight lines right across. That's all going to change. I'm going to blend those in up and down and blend it in up there as well. And then of course I'm going to be adding details like windows and proper archways on the doorways and stuff like that. And I noticed that it started spawning mobs in there after I covered it up. You can see some in there right now. So I'm gonna have to do some more mob proofing, but all in all, this is the general shape of it. This is like the blank, I guess you would say. With the actual castle, I did it all out of stone bricks and then added the other blocks later. Well, with this one, I've done it, I've marked a line in the general area of where I want to switch block types going all the way up, and then of course I will blend these together. And yeah, I'm gonna have to do some entryways because I'm gonna need access to my ice farm, which got stuck again. I'll have to fix that in a bit. So there's gonna have to be entryways. I'm gonna need something connecting to my cow farm, probably something where I can visit the grave of poor Jeffley Snowman. And then on this side, I think I did leave a little hole here where I can get up to access the drops from my creeper farm. But yeah, so that is the basic idea. Now there's this part here that connects to my villager breeder over there, and that's going to be definitely in a future episode, but I'm going to be trying to build some more castle-y components along that as well. But yeah, so that's it for the iron farm for this week. Obviously the detailing is going to come in a future episode, but at least now there's the blank of it there. And yeah, I'll probably do something up this way too in a future episode as well. And here comes the zombies now. All right, now I have to do some spawn proofing apparently.
Okay, so my spawn proofing is done, and I did try and reactivate the iron golem farm and it wasn't working, and looking it up, it looks like I had to cut these holes in the top of the roof. So maybe I'll put some kind of structures there in order to make it look like there's something above. But as you can see there now, oh, zombie. Maybe it's not fully spawn proofed, but there should be iron golem spawning at least now. All right, so on to the next building. Okay, so I am back here at the giant lava farm, and as I said I would, I have installed some extra stuff. So this down here is the lava storage system, so it can have 1 2 3 times 1 2 3 4 5, so 15 double chests filled with lava buckets plus hoppers. So that's quite a lava storage system, and like I said, this thing will fill that up no problem. So up here I've got a double chest filled with buckets. Most of those are the buckets that I used to fill this up in the first place. And then you just come into here. This starts the clock up above. That starts dispensing buckets down here. Should see one, there you go. So the buckets get dispensed down and they get picked up by the player if the player has room. If not, then they go into the hopper, and the hopper will send it back into the dropper elevator, back up into the chest, and it just keeps recycling around until the player can pick it up. So essentially all you do is you stand here with a stack of buckets and the rest of your inventory filled, and you just hold down right click. And then all that'll happen is once the farm is running, you'll throw the lava bucket away once you fill it up, and then it will go into that hopper and down into the storage system below. So let's just show you what it looks like in action. Okay, so I've got a stack of buckets. The rest of my inventory is full. I gotta flick this switch so that the cauldrons can move, and then hit the button over here to start the process. Now the farm is fully operational, and I should just have to stand right here, and so my inventory is automatically filling up as far as the buckets go. And then every time the system moves, which is roughly every 20 seconds as far as I've been able to time, then it goes to a new cauldron, and so the next one is going to be empty, so nothing will happen. But then as it goes to the next one, it will take that lava and continue moving down the line. So now basically if I was to AFK overnight here, which I will, I should be able to entirely fill up the entire storage system down there, maybe more. In fact, I'm going to do a little bit of quick math so that I make sure that I have enough storage before I do that in order to make it so that when all the buckets are used up within the system, that there's still enough storage for all of that. But showing you guys how this works is not really why I came to this place in the first place. What I came here for is, when I was building it, I said that eventually what I wanted to do is put a nice little exterior around it. Now, at my base, in the starter base down the hallway to my mine, I have a pretty big netherwort farm. And with that on top of my piglin bartering system, I've got loads and loads of red nether brick. So I was thinking about doing something with red nether brick and then maybe in stained glass. So I've got a bunch of red nether brick here right now, and I'm just going to go grab some stained glass and we'll see what we come up with.
Well, there it is. I am not sure what to think about this building. I just kind of grabbed some blocks and started going. I noticed that I had to change the slope of the roof halfway through because it was getting so high that by the time I was done, it would be taller than the entire building itself. So yeah, I did some detailing work after the time lapses you can see here around the windows. I think the blackstone kind of ties it together a little bit better. And of course, there isn't really much room for an interior, but I'll have to figure this out and make it at least easy to access to get into all the buttons and stuff like that. Oh, and I need to remove my pillar that I used to pillar up. But yeah, there it is. The lava farm is now finished. And you know what else is finished? This episode. That's right. That is all for this week's episode, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me for yet another week. As always, if you liked the video, please leave a like, leave a dislike if you didn't like it so that I understand that I need to improve. But if you do dislike it, you're obligated to tell me in the comments what you didn't like so that I can get better. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss episodes like this. Oh, look at that. There's a wandering trader over there. I'm gonna go see if he has drip leaf, because I still don't have drip leaf after all this time. Hello, sir. Hello, llamas. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see you next week.